You know, it never really occurred to me to actually make a video rebuttal to a creationist's ridiculous argument, what with my working on a rigorous education, involving myself in various overseas charity organizations, and sparing a bit of time for leisure. Or, that is, it didn't really occur to me until I went through NephilimFree's videos. You see, I was always one who watched both sides of the evolution-creation debate, not an active debater. It all happened when I realized, after trying to post a comment on one of his videos containing ample, laughably stupid claims, that all comments are filtered and have to be approved by NephilimFree. This angered me beyond belief, not only because it infringes on my right to free speech, it puts Nephi in a bubble where he believes the only responses he gets from his videos are praise and approval. Now, why should I care? I care because NephilimFree represents a significant portion of the American electorate who are close-minded fundamentalists and just blatantly stupid. I care also because it gives me great amounts of satisfaction to rebut any flaw-riddled arguments such as NephilimFree's, or at least until the comments are removed or blocked. As someone who posts their views on a site whose primary purposes are communication and commentary, Neph is being a tiny bit of a hypocrite. If he didn't want his views ridiculed or scrutinized, he can feel free to preach to the choir at his local Jesus Freak church. Which brings me to my next point. NephilimFree, you may want to pick up a book on evolutionary theory before attempting to disprove it. For this video, I will primarily be pointing out the logical and factual flaws in your video, titled Lecture on 15 Questions for Evolutionists, Part 1 out of 10. The link is included in the description box. Something that you need to get into your thick skull before even beginning to debate evolution. Evolution is not even remotely illogical, irrational, or unscientific, or it would not be the widely accepted viewpoint of 99+% of the scientific community. As reported by Newsweek in 1987, by one count there are some 700 scientists with respectable academic credentials, out of a total of 480,000 US Earth and Life scientists, who give credence to creation science. That's 20 years ago. Approximately 0.0015% of scientists with respectable credentials thought that creationism is viable. So now I get into the criticism of your video. Point 1. Evolution doesn't address the origin of life. That's called abiogenesis. You don't seem to get this even when repeatedly told so. This furthers a sensible person's belief that you have absolutely zero understanding of evolutionary theory. Evolution also doesn't address the origin and age of the universe. That would be a cosmology, oh intelligent one. Point 2. Andrew Knoll is a professor of astronomy, botany, and natural history at Harvard, not a biologist. Paul Davies has his own opinions about the origins of life, which is abiogenesis, but unlike you, he doesn't claim 100% factual knowledge. Please next time check your facts before paraphrasing answers in Genesis. Even if intelligent professors say that we have no idea how life originated, that means we have no fucking idea how life originated. This means your theory isn't infallible either, and that's simply without looking at the evidence. Point 3. We don't need all of the atoms in the universe to be experimentally bashed into each other. We just need the primordial Earth and its conditions, as found a little less than 4 billion years ago. These conditions have been closely recreated by many people who are actually scientifically qualified, the Miller and Urey experiment to name one of them, and these results verify the formation of amino acids, polypeptides, and RNA. These molecules are capable of replicating themselves and binding to each other when left alone, thus bringing natural selection into the process. Your claim in regards to what Mark Kirshner is supposed to have said is factually wrong. Mark Kirshner believes strongly in evolution, not to mention the fact that evolution is woven tightly into the fabric of biology as well as most other sciences. Biology doesn't make sense without the evolutionary tree, and you can't deny that. What I think is you may be referring to micro and molecular biology, which don't need to address evolution because they deal completely with the biochemistry and the why of mechanism function, not the how did it get there. This does not at all mean that they deny evolutionary theory. All of the notable people you mention in your video are strong proponents of evolution, so you're actively defeating your own cause. Franklin Harold openly criticizes religious creation myths, yes, yours too, and for him to say, "I don't know," is perfectly acceptable, rather than making something up. It has been scientifically proven, yes, proven, that the creation of amino acids can result from asteroid impact. As you may know, or, well, actually. Anyway, there are an abundance of experiments that offer a clear and resounding yes to this theory. Why don't you look it up at a library, or better yet, open a biology textbook? You also present no numbers, statistics, or studies backing up your evidence at all. Well, it looks as if I'm running out of time. Such a pity too. I hope to address your entire video, but in the end it looks like I only got around to pointing out all these flaws in the first less than 4 minutes of it. Please check your facts and find some scientifically credible sources that don't include creation.com. Thank you. This is my very first YouTube video, so there may or may not be errors in my facts. It would be very much appreciated if you could point out these errors to me so that I can fix them in a few